Tarina and Joe, tell me a little bit about yourselves.
I'm Tarina Wilkins. I work at Gustavus Adolphus College in theater and dance as a lighting and sound designer. And I am an emergency medical responder who loves to bike, which is how we ended up as a bike medic.
I am a retired paramedic. I'm also a cyclist, and we formed this team for the very first Mankato Marathon.
So tell me a little bit more about the Mankato Bike Medics.
The idea for this came about over a post-ride beer and pizza where I was chatting with the doctor who was in charge of the medical for the marathon. Many good ideas spring up over beer and pizza.
We have a lot of trails on our marathon, but the trails are really hard for the EMTs to get in. And so for us to be able to go in and find out what a situation is, or to watch people who are maybe looking like they might be having a hard time, that we can kind of follow them at a distance, hopefully they don't notice, and report things. But when we're on a trail, there's no way for an ambulance to really get to them unless we absolutely have to. Being on a bike gives us a lot more mobility than they have.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about your bike bag here.
The first couple of years that we went, we didn't have anything that really said who we were other than a t-shirt. And if it's cold in the morning, there's a lot of layers over that t-shirt. So this has been something that's been really helpful. And we also have a little flag that comes up there. They've helped us out an awful lot to thrive and to be able to give us that money and let us get some supplies.
I think it was from the very beginning, Randy Knutson and T. These two have stepped up to help shoulder some of the responsibility. And God, are they appreciated.
What is the best way to give back to your community?
Well, it's gotta be volunteering. But I think that that's a great way that you get to meet more people. You get to meet more people in the community, which gets you involved in other things and the next thing and the next thing.
I did the military and job changes after I got out of the military. I've lived in a lot of different places. I have never moved to a place and found a home. Anytime I've moved to a place, I've striven to make it my home. No place is perfect, but if you want to turn the community into what you want as a community, the best way to do that is volunteer and be part of that change. Make your community the community you want to live in.